This is a quick introductory video on using the Steca A configured as a pool controller. So I'm very briefly going to explain to you what all the things do. We have a cloudy day today, so the sun's not really out playing ball with us, but anyway, over here you've got a representation of your panels, and if we push the escape button, actually it's telling us there that the panels are 26 degrees. If I push the bottom arrow, it tells us that the pool is 21 degrees. It needs around an 8-degree difference before it turns on the solar. If we push the down arrow again, the little pump symbol is flashing, and you have 0H, which stands for 0 hours. As your pool system starts to run, you'll notice that starts to incrementally go up. And that's really, in terms of what the controller shows you in this configuration, that is all we can see, and you don't need to concern yourself really with anything other than to know what the pool temperature is, but you can put your toe in. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at how would one change the temperature of the pool. So we've got a lot of sun, and we now don't want the pool to overheat. So we're going to push the set button, and we're going to hold it in for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or until that menu comes up. We're then going to go into parameters. Okay, we're going to push the set button to get into the parameters menu. The very first menu that comes up is the pool temperature. So we're going to say yes, we want to have a look at the pool temperature, and it's saying to us the maximum pool temperature is currently set to 30. We're going to change that by pushing the set button. Notice the 30 flashes. By using the up arrow or down arrow, we can then effect the change. So we're going to say let's make it 34 degrees as the maximum pool temperature. We're going to push set to lock that in. We're going to push escape, and that is really all we have to know. That next setting over there is telling us the difference that the panels have to be before turning on. Now, I don't recommend we change any of this. If you're having issues, you may say to me that the system is not turning off when you'd expect it, or you'd like it to work more or less than it is. We can change those settings to bring the pool system in earlier or later. But I really wouldn't worry about any of those. Okay, escape. So to get out of the menu, we just push escape repeatedly, and that's it. But there's nothing you should have to fiddle with. There's nothing you need to do. So that's the controller portion of the setup. I'm just going to show you the various components of the system. So effectively what we've got is this is the relay box, and everything is plugged into the relay box. So what you have to appreciate is that when the solar pump turns on, it has to turn on the solar pump, and it's got to turn on the filter pump. So both of those pumps have to run. If your timer over there wants to run in order to just filter the pool, we don't want to turn on the solar pump. We could make the pool colder, so we only want to turn that pump on there. So what you're going to find is that all of the pumps are wired into this relay box, and you can see there it's labeled pool pump, and there'll be another one there for solar pump, and the relay box will control how things turn on and off. There is also another manual button. Let's just say, for example, your timer has not come on and you want to backwash the system. If you just push that button there, it will manually turn the pool on and off. That's very handy for backwashing. Please make sure that switch is now, the top is pressed down and the bottom is up. Please make sure it's in that position all the time, because if you don't, what you'll do is that button will just keep the system running. It doesn't matter what the timer does or the pool controller, that button overrides everything. So that's just a manual override. So please leave it in that position, and also just make sure that these sockets are turned on because they allow power to the relay box, which in turn supplies power to all of the other circuits. And that's really it.